If you get shot by this on a knuckle, it's a good time.
The goal when we started this was really to create a pistol that competes with primary rifles. So if you go on a field and there's like 10 guys with an AEG, 1.5 joules, and they shoot at like 60, 70, 80 meters, we wanted to create a pistol that basically competes with these people. Yeah? A primary pistol, pretty much.
What was the motivation? Wait, the motivation doesn't actually come from me, but from Yan, our chief designer, when it comes to this particular piece. I know he's really demanding and he just always wants the best. And that's where the motivation comes from.
There wasn't any sidearm that reached my demand out of the box, or it's super expensive and hard to build a completely custom one. So I decided to build my own, and I ended up with this. This is a fully 3D printed upper with a SSP5 lower. However, I didn't want a 3D printed plastic, and I also didn't want to spend a couple grand on a full CNC pistol. So the SSP5 is a result of me wanting the quality of a CNC'd high kappa without having the cost associated with it.
So that was one of the goals, but another goal was to bring the high performance high kappa more or less to the masses. Yeah, like it's not a cheap pistol, obviously, but when you look at a pistol like this one, this is a custom built $1,500 high kappa, and it shoots great. Like, don't get me wrong, this is a great pistol, but not everyone can afford this kind of, not everyone is on a budget like this. So yeah, we wanted to get that performance and even better into an affordable-ish package. Yeah.
And also Yan created this gun right here, which is also SSP5, but it's been completely modified, completely Cerakoted. He took it apart, I don't know how many times. And if somebody invests this much time in his free time after work to work on something like this and do all this crazy stuff, that just tells me how much this person is invested in the project.
There's a lot of features that I really appreciate about this pistol. One detail, and that's very, very important actually, is that the red dot sits low and that the red dot sits in the middle, because when we have an SSP1 here and the red dot solution that we're offering for it, which it's nice, you have a red dot, you can aim more precisely, but like getting a red dot mounted on the rear of a pistol at this height, getting it on target, it's hard. Like, you would be surprised if you've never done it. Like, you get up and you're kind of like, oh, where's the dot? Oh, here it is. Okay, now I can shoot. And with the SSP5, what's nice about this one is it's a long pistol. First of all, it's a long pistol, so you kind of just point this rather long pistol at the target, and by aligning the iron sights, which is fast to do, and you will know that if you ever ran a pistol, you align the iron sights and you have the dot right on top of it. And even if you then kind of like, look into the area where you want to shoot and maybe you move the pistol a bit, you still see the red dot. It will wander on the glass, but you're still on target. Like, you still know where you're shooting and you don't have to constantly focus on the alignment of the sights.
The SSP5 was designed to beat any existing high kappa, custom or out of the box. It is the only pistol with a CNC slice out of the box. It has the lightest moving slide assembly on the market. It has the power and the precision of a full-size rifle. It has a red dot that is as natural to aim as if you're using iron sights. And you can lift heavy BBs as if it's a sniper rifle. These are the features that made this pistol stand out compared to the rest.
I actually have my own SSP5. It's marked with the J as Josef in the magwell, so nobody can steal this from me. And what I like the most about it is that it just looks very different, aggressive, and also it has a very distinguishable sound. It's very loud on the field, which is something I really enjoy. when you hear this shooting, you know it's the SSP5. It's just different. It's louder, it's aggressive, and that's one of the top things I like about it. It's just nice. It's nice to use, it's nice to shoot. And to some degree, it is also scary when you know there are SSP5s on the field and they are not playing on your team. So that's really cool. And obviously there is a ton of features on this pistol. I don't want to list them all, but the red dot, obviously the red dot. When you just aim with this thing, it's just super easy, and it's a proper aiming solution.
What I also really like about this platform is that I can put a flashlight on it, and I can put it straight into a holster. And I think I've never seen this, like putting that much stuff onto a high capper and still being able to holster it. It's just nice. You don't have this, okay, do run a flashlight now, then I have to run it as a primary because I cannot holster it. Oh wait, I could get a €200 real steel holster where I can do it, but then I cannot put the red dot on. So it's kind of, don't worry about this anymore, put on whatever you want and you can still put that thing into your holster. And I think that hasn't been seen before in the market, so that's something we are quite proud of.
What comes to my mind when I hear the SSP5, it's pain. Because I played against these when we were testing them, when we played on a regular game or a company game, or there were people running around me that were not on my team with this pistol, and I got shot with it a lot of times. And once you put heavy BBs in, and once you put a stronger gas, which is exactly what we did, it can go up to 1.5, something like that, joules, and you can feel this. When somebody shoots you, you can totally feel and hear that you got shot with the SSP5. And that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
The first thing that comes to my mind is a long development time. Like, it has taken a lot of time and a lot of effort to put this into mass production. I do see myself being in Hong Kong and shooting an upgraded high capper, like I think it was a 2,500 USD high capper for my first time. Like, I shot it. The guys from Umbrella Corp Airsoft in Hong Kong, like, they built really nice high cappers and they just drop their money into this like crazy. We did a video with them actually. It's a table full of high cappers. I think the table itself is like 30 or 40 grand just of gas pistols. But yeah, I see myself being at the field and shooting these for the first time and just thinking, oh my God, like, I want something like this. This is the first time that I shoot a pistol and I kind of go like, man, this is different. Like, this is not like my, my Marui Glock or my KJ PU9 that I had back then. This is different. Like, it's so snappy. The pistol doesn't move whatsoever. And in the second you pull the trigger, the slide already cycled. Like, there's no delay whatsoever. The next round gets chambered right away. So that's what I wanted back then. I thought, man, I want this, but I don't want to spend $2,500 on it. I also didn't really want to use it in videos because, it's €2,500. Do you want to drag it through the mud and all of this? And then also people are going to ask, yo, what's your pistol? I'm going to want to get one as well. And then they say, man, this is $2,500. It's not really something I wanted to push into the community because it would make it seem like this sport is not affordable. So that's not what I wanted to do. And hey, now here we have it. It's a fast cycling, even faster cycling actually, because there's some tweaks in there that you cannot do with aftermarket parts because it's redesigned. Yeah, I'm just happy to see that we could basically achieve this level of performance, even higher, and that we could pack so many more features into this, like that you can host it with all the stuff on, the red dot that is so low sitting, all these things. I think it's a product to be really proud of.
When it comes to my mind as the designer of it, I think it's the best design I have done for this company so far. It accomplishes all my initial requirement for it. It has the power, the precision. Yeah, it's kind of like a dream come true for a high kappa lover.